Hello! It appears that we've managed to make it through 2017, which is a bit of a miracle. Certainly taken me by surprise. 2018, we'll see what comes of that. But I thought, as it's been quite a hectic year here in Waltham Abbey, I'd give you a little review of the year, which I was going to do by months, but there's so much crossing over and interlapping and stuff, overlapping, never mind. That wasn't practical. Public transport, it's a big thing, isn't it? It's been a big thing this year for me. Back in the summer, we found out that the 250 and 251 evening services were under threat. I started a little campaign on behalf of the Epping Forest Transport Action Group to try and stop the County Council cutting them. The County Council didn't respond to any requests for meetings, so we did a little petition, did a few little videos, got in the local press a little bit. I ended up on BBC Kent radio on the Dave Monk show. None of that helped. They still cut the services. As you know, at this point we're I'm taking the County Council to a judicial review over the whole situation. See what comes of that. Hopefully we'll be able to reach a compromise. Personally, I think there should be one late night bus that goes from Waltham Cross at about 11 o'clock, does the long route round that the 66 was doing up to Loughton and Debden, and then comes back along Loughton High Road, so that although people might have a long time to wait for a bus, at least there'll be one to wait for. And it should also cut down on drink driving a bit, and it will also mean that people can go to pubs and get home again. Imagine that. Yeah. Also on public transport, there were concerns about the 13 bus. The timetable wasn't really suitable for parents and their kids, so I organised a meeting with Chris Hunn, who runs the EOS buses, and parents from Epping St John's School and a few other people, and Ricky Gadsby came along. And as a result of that meeting, we got the 13A bus put in. Thanks to Chris for sorting that out. It's not often that a bus company, a bus operator will come along to a meeting like that, and as a result of that meeting decide to put on another bus service. So brilliant to Chris, and brilliant work by all the people that campaigned for it. I was really pleased with the result of that meeting, not surprisingly. Also, okay, not Waltham Abbey, but over in Buckhurst Hill, Green Party councillor Stephen Neville has finally managed to get somewhere with the step-free access, which looks like it's coming next year, I think. Right. Around about Easter, I got my feet wet in the Cornmill stream just behind the council offices and moved a bunch of litter and the Cornmill cone, which had been there for ages, and which I previously moved, left it in a dustbin, and it ended back in the river again. So actually moved it properly this time, and it hasn't got back as far as I can tell. So there we go. Then I finished the year on a similar note, but somewhat bigger, by starting the Plastics Not Fantastic campaign for Epping Forest Green Party, to try and cut down on single-use plastics, inspired by Blue Planet 2, which I think inspired a lot of people. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Waltham Abbey Town Council are already on board. I'm just hoping that other town and parish councils will get on board, along with local businesses and individuals. We'll see how that goes. There's information on the Epping Forest Green Party website and the Facebook groups and all that sort of stuff. The local plan, oh dearie me. At this point, probably the less said about that the better, other than I have to say well done to the Save Jessel Green campaign and the Loughton Residents Association and their councillors and everybody who voted to help protect Jessel Green. It's not in Waltham Abbey, but it's just up the road, and it's very important. So well done to everyone that took part in the campaign and still takes part in our campaign. It's possible that Jessel Green can be saved, but that's for next year. Also, at the start of the year, the Royal Gunpowder Mills, PGL Holidays and RGM put in an appeal against the decision to stop their development proposals on the Gunpowder Mills site. But a few months later, they withdrew that appeal, and it now looks as though, the Gunpowder Mills, the different bodies within the Gunpowder Mills, are speaking together, and things seem to be moving on really well. So that's also extremely good news. Way back in January, I was involved in setting up the United Community Essex branch, which looks after unwaged people, so that's unemployed people, retired people with disabilities, carers, etc. That was started with Vincent Wackett, who was very, very missed, unfortunately passed away last Christmas. But yeah, the branch it's good. We've done quite a few good things, including a couple of days of action to raise awareness about various different aspects of welfare policy, namely sanctions and universal credit itself. Yeah, it would be good to get membership up for the soon to be launched Epping Forest and Harlow branch. We've got the banner, we just need the actual branch now. Yeah, you might have noticed that I'm quite into cats. I volunteer at the Scratch and Post Cat Rescue Centre every Thursday morning with my wonderful landlady Linda, cleaning out litter trays. They'll be popping up throughout the course of this video. Back in September, it was a great privilege to go around and film some of the stall holders at the Open Day and Craft Fair, which you can find. I'll pop a link down below. Yeah, it's a great little charity. Very pleased to volunteer for it. Also, with charity stuff, on the 1st of December, I raised some money on a stall in Sun Street for World AIDS Day for the Terence Higgins Trust. Thanks to Linda again and to Karina for giving us a hand on the stall. It was very, very cold. We also collected over £353 for Marie Curie during their Daffodil campaign, which was quite a staggering amount. So thanks to all the small businesses in Waltham Abbey who had the little boxes. At some point I'll be round with the normal collection tins. Just haven't had the time, frankly, but we'll get to it. It's been great to see a few more small businesses opening up on Sun Street and Highbridge Street. Got Vintner and Mason, the wine bar, which I think is just branching out into pizzas. Regina Pizza Place, which is great. It's got some bad reviews, but I think it's blinded. And there's a One Love Munchies bar opening, which is something very different for Waltham Abbey, and I wish them all success. Christine is excellent. She's a good person, and it's a good idea, and I hope it's well supported. Other things that have been going on, the Waltham Abbey Neighbourhood Plan hit a bit of a stumbling block. Basically, it was a bit disorganised, but that will be back soon. And we really do need to get the Neighbourhood Plan in place, because it gives us it gives us some leverage. And it means that we can say, when the local plan's being implemented, it means that we can turn around and say, well, no, the people of Waltham Abbey don't want that, we want this. Or when you implement that, you've got to have this in place first to make infrastructure and schools and that sort of thing. So, yeah, please get involved in the neighbourhood plan if you can, when we come back, which should be around about Easter, I believe. Also, the Town Partnership has done a lot of stuff over the year. There's the big thing was a wayfinding project, which is signposts, basically. But it's important. There's other stuff that they're looking at. Go along to their meetings. You know, I think they're the first Tuesday of the month, 9:30 at the council offices. Not convenient for everybody, but no time is convenient for everybody. So get along to the meetings, follow them on the internet if you can. Also, I'd like to say the town council. Actually, the town council does a lot of good stuff, believe it or not. They might lack a bit of imagination. And obviously I don't agree with them politically, but it's not really a political organisation, the town council. So, yeah, you know, they do try and do good things. They've got very little in the way of resources, and they're all volunteering and doing it in their own time. So, yeah, you know, kudos to them for doing what they're doing. Obviously, it was a shame that King Harold Day was called off. Hopefully that'll be back next year. But it's a really good social event in Waltham Abbey, and it needs to come back. So I'll be doing my own little bit in the Waltham Abbey Residents Association as a committee member. They're plodding away. They're still meeting and doing good stuff as well. It's mainly planning applications and looking over those and seeing what is reasonable and what isn't. But that takes an awful lot of work. And to be honest, I'm not that involved in that aspect of it. But yeah, again, they're a good bunch, good eggs. And it's important for you to get involved in this stuff. You know, things don't change on their own. Bad things happen if nobody tries to stop them, and good things don't happen if nobody tries to start them. So, you know, if there's stuff you want changed, get involved. There are elections coming up in May. You know, local elections around here tend to manage about 25% turnout, which is rubbish. You know, especially given the amount of stuff that happens that people aren't happy with. Get out and vote for your councillors. You know, because things don't change unless you help change them. Right, speaking of elections, in the county council elections this May, my vote, well, the Green Party vote share in Waltham Abbey went up by 356%, which was, I think, quite staggering, actually. So thank you everyone who voted for me. Anyway, I'm pretty sure there's an awful lot of stuff that I've missed out. I know there is, but I just wanted to keep this relatively brief. So there you go, little update from 2017 from a Waltham Abbey Green Party activist perspective. If you like what we do in the Green Party, if you like what I do locally, join us. You know, it's not expensive, and you'll be part of a party which is actually committed to helping the environment and, by extension, protecting our future. So consider joining. You know, we could do with more support. We're only little, so please consider getting stuck in. Happy New Year. Let's hope 2018's a little more stable than 2017. Yeah. Anyway, thanks. Happy New Year.